Assalamualaikum. Today we would like to share about the answer of the question that have been given. First of all, we would like to thank Sir Sabri for giving the commitment and also support for us to do this assignment. Here are the group member Hanani, Huda, Hazira and also me, Farah. We are from Diploma in Accounting Class 2C. First question is, gas prices peaked in 2018. However, there was no measurable decrease in the number of gallons of gas purchased per household until 2020. Identify two reasons the demand for gas is so inelastic. So the reason is the demand for gas is inelastic because there are no short-term substitute for gas. Electric cars are a substitute for gas-powered cars. Until most people will only go out and buy an electric car the same day gas prices go up. This is why it took until 2020 for people to start buying a significant amount of electric cars because after a few years, people are already go out to buy a new car. So they think they might as well go with an electric car if gas prices are still high after this long amount of time. This means that in the short terms, gas demand is inelastic, but over longer periods, it becomes more elastic as more substitutes become available. In this slide, the graph shows change in the quantity demand. A change in the price of the goods causes a smaller percentage change in the quantity demand.
During this era of high gas prices, begin to demand electric vehicles that do not require gas. Will the increase in the availability of electric cars make the demand for gas more elastic or more inelastic? Explain. The answer is, the increased availability of electric cars will make the demand for gas more elastic. This is because electric cars are a substitute for gas cars. The more substitutes, the more elastic the demand. As we know, a change in the price of a substitute product affects the demand for the product in the same direction in which the price changes. So, the demand for production will increase if the price of a substitute product rises.
Question number 3. Do you think the supply of electric vehicle is relatively elastic or relatively inelastic? Explain. The answer is, I think the supply of electric vehicle is relatively inelastic because electric vehicles are considered as luxuries. This is because there is only a certain amount of electric vehicle that can be produced at one time, and the suppliers cannot increase the quantity supply even if the price goes up.
For question 4, identify one good you believe would likely have a positive cross-price elasticity with cars. What does this imply about the relationship between these two goods? The answer is, I believe that one good would likely have a positive cross-price elasticity with cars is a bike because they are substitute. When car price increase, people tend to change their preference from cars to motorcycle. So the quantity demand for motorcycle will increase. This kind of relationship is called as direct relationship.
Now I will move on to question 5. Assume ABC firm that sell electric vehicles wants to increase its revenue. The price of electric vehicles falls from $29,493 to $35,939 and the quantity demand increased from 7,000 units to 10,000 units. If the firm increased price from $29,493 to $32,000, the quantity demand decreased from 7,000 to 5,000 units. Calculate price elasticity of demand for electric vehicles and advise ABC firm which price to charge based upon your economic knowledge. So this is how we calculate for answering question 5. So ABC firm should charge the price of $25,939. The price decrease will lead to an increase in total revenue. The price of electric vehicles is $25,939 and the revenue of 10,000 units is $259,390,000. If the price increase to $29,423, the quantity demand will fall to 7,000 units. Therefore, the total revenue decrease to $2,6,451,000, and increase in the price will lead to a decrease in the total revenue since the quantity demand is sensitive to the price charge.
For question 6, the question is, suppose income increased by 10% and the gasoline consumption increased by 20%. Calculate the income elasticity of demand coefficient for gasoline and identify if is it a normal good or an inferior good. The answer is, the income elasticity of demand coefficient is represented by percentage of change in quantity over percentage of change in income. Therefore, the equation would be 20% divided by 10% equal to 2%. The gasoline is a normal good since the coefficient is positive, which is more than 1.